Hey guys, welcome to Catch Up. In this video, I dug deep into the details that make this film a must watch for any horror fan. So, sit back, relax, and let's uncover the secrets of the First Omen together. Don't worry, if you missed something the first time around, that's what I am here for. So, for more videos like this, subscribe my channel and hit the like button. The First Omen ending explained. The First Omen's ending provide some surprising remakes to the history of the original horror film, all while hinting at the future plans for sequel. Margaret is shown as the mother of Antichrist, giving birth to Damien and his twin sister in the First Omen. A hidden group inside the Catholic Church helps in establishing the Antichrist to take back power. The ending of the First Omen sets up a possible sequel looking into Margaret's daughter and the ongoing conspiracy. In the process, the First Omen gently introduces a lot of modifications to the history established in the original film. This includes retconning Damien's mother and the circumstances of his birth, as well as adding a new wrinkle in the form of a twin sister. The First Omen also continuously reveals the surprising group that's behind the event of the series and why they work to create the Antichrist. Here are the most significant twists and turns in the First Omen and how they set up more sequels in the Omen franchise. The First Omen's ending, Margaret gives birth to Damien. The final scene of the First Omen reveals that Margaret had been expected mother of the Antichrist all along, which leads to the film's climax where she gives birth to Damon and his twin sister. For much of the First Omen, Margaret and Father Brennan functions under the belief that Carmelita is supposed to be used as a mother of the Antichrist. Margaret, observing the mark of the beast on the top of her mouth, seems to confirm this. How so? Their search reveals Margaret is a child of Satan and is the true target of the conspiracy to birth the Antichrist. These facts throw Margaret's entire life into contradictions such as the vision she went through as a child and Cardinal Lawrence's long-standing feelings for her. Margaret finishing up giving birth rather suddenly in the movie, delivering twins. The boy is recognized as Antichrist as the previous attempts to sire him had all ended in failures. In the end, the conspiracy takes away the infant Damon and leaves a hurt Margaret and her baby daughter to die. This clarifies why they were never addressed in the original film. Here's a look about Margaret's historical background and the church's part in creating the Antichrist. Compared to Carlita and her own children, Margaret was born on the 6th of June at 6 am, which is believed in universe to be a sign of the devil. The First Omen shows that the devil had been trying to create a mortal hire, but kept not being able to create Antichrist. Instead, the idea grew into to force one of the devil's other offspring like Margaret or Carlita to mate with the devil, which could then create the Antichrist. It's a dark and shocking turn of the events and explain much about Margaret's unknown past as an abandoned child raised by the church. One of the major twists in the First Omen is the reason behind the birth of Damon. It comes out there's a secret group of the Catholic Church who, fearing their waning power in the world, decide to assist Satan in his mission. Their goal is to plan for the Antichrist rise as a way of frightening the public, which could then urge them to return to the church. Sister Sylvia, Las Valles, and Cardinal Lawrence are all part of this conspiracy. It's a shocking turn whether their plans hampered by the other films in the series. Give a look at the connection between the original movie and the First Omen's ending. The First Omen is a straight prequel to the event of the Omen, acted as the start of the story for how Damon was created and born. This connection to 1976 horror classic is straightened in the First Omen's final scenes. After leaving Margaret and her daughter to die in a fire that doubles as a means to cover their tracks, the hidden conspiracy behind Damon's birth rapidly takes the baby to a nearby hospital. There, they plan to give him to the throne family after a tragic accident causes them their newborn son. Ending of the First Omen sets up a sequel. The First Omen's final scene set up a possible sequel of the franchise. Even though Margaret is wounded and left for dead by the conspiracy to the birth Antichrist, she and her daughter are saved by the intervention of Carlita. Together the pair are revealed to go into hiding. The final scenes of the First Omen take place years later, likely within the same time frame as much the Omen's plot given the age of Margaret's daughter. Father Brennan confines them and alerts Margaret that her existence has been found by the conspiracy. Brennan knows they will soon be coming for them, opening up a possibility of follow-up story where Margaret, Carlita and Margaret's daughter are compiled on the run. This might be an engaging setup to explore in other films, possibly looking into any paranormal powers held by Margaret's daughter. So, what's the meaning behind the ending of The First Omen? The First Omen is at last a tragic horror story, with the villains within the plot getting what they wanted. The film's concept revolves around Margaret's awakening horror at the ways entities like the church can go to keep power. At one point in the film, Cardinal Lawrence shows frustration with the younger generations moving away from the church, which is ultimately shown to be a central part of his reason to help birth the Antichrist. Margaret was compelled into their system and controlled in a way that made her a desirable target for their conspiracy. It's just when Margaret starts to turn and think for herself that she threatens their plans and is capable to stand for herself. Even if it comes too late to halt them, Margaret's attempts to break free of their power end up supporting Carlita, a justification to fight the control of the corrupted church, and in turn rescue Margaret in the film's climax. Even though The First Omen could end on a dark note, Margaret and Carlita's choice not to give into power provides the characters with a better future where they have liberty and pleasure. Thanks for watching the video. If you like it, then subscribe my channel and do hit the like button.